What's up, guys? Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your Pandemic EBT update and SNAP food stamps update for Thursday, March the 11th. Hey guys, we have a few more states being approved for the March emergency allotments, as well as we have more states being approved for the P-EBT or Pandemic EBT program. This time, we have quite a few being added since our last video, and I wanted to share those with you today. We now have about 49 states or locations that have been approved, so let's go ahead and go over those right now. Also, be mindful that if you don't hear your state or location being mentioned today in this video, that's not a problem. It doesn't mean that you won't receive your payout. It just means that the state that you are probably concerned about hasn't publicly stated their approval and their distribution date yet. So be sure to check back later for more updates. And here are those states. Alabama is going to be on March 31st. Alaska is going to be on March the 1st through the 10th. Arizona, March the 1st. California is going to be on April the 18th. Colorado is going to be on March the 7th through the 12th. Connecticut is March the 17th, the 19th, and the 26th. Delaware is going to be on March the 24th. DC, March the 10th and April the 3rd. Florida, March the 11th. Georgia, March the 25th through the 26th and the 29th and the 31st. Guam is going to be on March the 26th. Hawaii, April the 12th. Idaho, April the 11th through the 15th. Illinois, March the 23rd through the 31st. Indiana, March the 5th through the 23rd on odd days. Iowa, March the 1st through the 10th. Kansas, April the 15th through the 24th. Kentucky, March the 2nd through the 19th by Social Security number. Louisiana, March the 4th, the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th. Maine on March the 10th. Maryland on March the 1st through the 31st. Michigan on March the 20th. Mississippi, March the 2nd. Missouri on March the 1st through the 22nd. Montana is going to be on March the 2nd through the 6th. Nebraska, April the 5th through the 6th. New Hampshire, March the 5th, the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and the 30th. New Jersey, March the 1st through the 5th. New Mexico is going to be staggered between March the 1st and the 31st. Nevada is going to be on March the 5th. New York, March the 16th through the 20th and the 23rd through the 27th. North Carolina, March the 22nd through the 31st. And North Dakota on March the 8th. Ohio, March the 25th. Oklahoma, March the 10th through the 15th. Oregon is going to have 3 runs. The first run is going to be on March the 10th, second run on March the 25th, and the third run is going to be on April the 1st. Pennsylvania, March the 17th through the 27th. Rhode Island, March the 4th. South Carolina, March the 1st through the 19th. South Dakota, April the 23rd and April the 30th. Tennessee, March the 1st through the 20th. Texas, March the 8th through the 12th. Utah, March the 28th. Vermont, April the 15th. Virginia, March the 16th. Washington, March the 1st and the 2nd, and then staggered all the way through the 20th. West Virginia is going to be on March the 4th. Wisconsin, March the 20th. Wyoming is going to be on the payout dates are going to be by last name. So if your last name begins with A through D, March the 2nd, E through K on March the 3rd, L through R on March the 4th, and S through Z on March the 5th. And those are the states and the payout dates that we have so far, which leaves us still waiting for 4 more locations to provide their information. We are still waiting on Arkansas, Massachusetts, Minnesota, and the Virgin Islands. If any of you have information on those 4, please be so kind and post them down below in the comment section so that everyone else can see them. That's how we can make this community to help one another. Y'all know that I want to start my own nonprofit organization one day that will give back to the community. So this is just one way that's helping me get to that goal. So you guys are actually being a part of history right now. Go ahead and help out everyone. Now, moving on, let's go ahead and talk about the additional states receiving the federal approval for the P-EBT or the Pandemic EBT program for the 2020 through 2021 school year. We've actually had several states being added since the last video, but don't worry, I'm going to go over all of them right now. So far, we have Alaska, Arizona, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Those are the 26 states we have so far that have been approved for the P-EBT or Pandemic EBT program. All of these states are participating in the P-EBT program and have received their federal approval to do so, which means eligible students in these states will receive retroactive benefits on an EBT card. If you have 2 or more students, you will receive benefits for each child. These benefits are for the students that are eligible to receive free or reduced school meals during the 2020 through 2021 school year, where they were unable to attend school due to the shutdowns, hybrid setups, or actual virtual school only. This program will help those struggling through the pandemic right now. And also, guys, be sure to check your EBT card's balance more frequently. They are saying that multiple deposits on your EBT cards happens either 1 to 2 times per month. So you want to make sure that you know exactly what monies you have available for you to purchase food items. As well as some states like Chicago public school systems received an additional $450 this month as part of the program. And they are expected to receive even more money for the month of April. All of this is to help out with the increased pricing of food, goods, and services that most individuals are experiencing right now. These funds will be sent out on new EBT cards. So if you live in Chicago and your children are eligible for the Pandemic EBT program, be sure you keep an eye out on the mail so that you don't miss out on these new EBT cards that are being mailed out. Also, don't forget that SNAP benefits have been expanded to include college students. There are certain criteria to determine your eligibility of these benefits, so if you're interested, be sure to check out the SNAP Food Stamps website in your state for more details. Each state is different, so it's easier if you Google the information instead of me providing the information for every state out there. But I will include a link down below for the eligibility requirements for college students in receiving food assistance benefits nationwide. Moving on, let's go ahead and discuss the new third stimulus relief bill and how it will help lower income Americans receive a boost. Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus relief bill was approved by Congress and should be signed by the president on March the 12th. According to the Tax Policy Center, the relief package will raise after-tax income by about 20% on average for households making $25,000 or less, or the bottom 20% earners. This same tax benefit was only 4% under former President Trump. The Biden stimulus plan also will allow low and middle-class income households to receive 2/3 of the tax benefits, meaning that you will get to keep more of your earned income money in your pocket. Also, low-income households with children would see an average boost of $7,700 or 35% of their after-tax income staying in their pockets as well. This new stimulus bill shoots to mitigate the economic damage from the pandemic and prevent future pain going forward. The bill also targets the idea of decreasing child poverty in the United States by offering more food assistance programs and making it easier to qualify for them. And then the stimulus bill includes the child tax credit of $3,600 for children under the age of 6 years old and $3,000 for children between 6 and 17 years old. This would allow additional reoccurring monthly checks of up to $300 per month to be given per child for the next 12 months. These child tax credits will begin sometime in June of this year. So these are just a few ways the massive stimulus bill under the Biden administration will help those with lower income and keep more money in their pockets, as well as the additional monies from the child tax credit. So that's some awesome news right there. And with that being said, this has been your Pandemic EBT update and SNAP food stamps update for today. If you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.